So the basic idea of this is to chat. So feel free to wander off in other places.
Okay.
You don't have to and you can crosstalk all you want.
I love these. I love these things. I watch these things all the time.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're great. Really cool.
Well, we did your dad actually. He still has the mic thing I think on his lapel from a couple years ago. We did for one of them.
He walked out with it.
Yes.
He always does that.
Well, I think he just yanked it and then he didn't know and we didn't know. And
no one wanted to
we
say
realized
it.
we're missing one.
Terribly awkward. Brendan, do you know? Goodbye.
Let him go with it. Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Domhnall, I gotta know, you're so good at playing really angry people. And so
Thank you.
I want to know, who do you think is more of an angry person, McGregor or General Hux?
General Hux, as far as we can tell, has very little love in his life.
Yes.
I think Mr. McGregor at the start of this is an angry man, but very career-oriented, similar to General Hux, or Armitage Hux. First name of my character. Armitage.
Wow.
Strong choice.
Are you the nicest, most humble man in the film industry? Because that's how it comes across.
Not for me to say.
Not at all.
No, the answer to that would be yes.
Absolutely the nicest and most
and most humble.
Of course.
Definitely the most humble.
Good crack.
Just getting your jaw to work in that temperature is hard. It's hard to enunciate.
It was seriously difficult. Me and Alicia were on the back of this sleigh, and that drops at another, the wind chill thing takes down another 10 degrees, and every time they were I remember saying, so we'd all look like in love and everything, like this, and then they'd say cut, and I remember there's the thing stopping, and someone came over and said, "Are you okay?" And I said the really embarrassing sentence, "My ear stopped working."
Your ears?
My ear just stopped working. It just shut off.
Really?
My ear just shut off.
Yeah,
it just stopped. Yeah, done. I'm out of here. You deal with that later.
Self-preservation. Yeah.
Now, I got the chance to read the book because I saw the movie in Chicago early, and so I had the chance to read the book before coming out here and talking with you guys. And Hugh Glass, he's got an amazing story. He did a lot of cool things long before this ever happened. So this obviously is the coolest part to make a movie about. I'm curious, if someone's going to make a movie about your life, what is that small sliver that you think would make the most interesting story?
Probably the B-roll of this movie, right?
yeah, the B-roll of this movie.
Just the making of the Revenant?
Getting to be in this movie, that would probably be it.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of some pretty sexy personal moments as well.
Yes, right, yeah, of course, if you were going to go that way.
Two completely different movies.
Not necessarily brutal and beautiful.
I would watch both of these films. And they would probably both be on my top 10 list.
Yeah.
Apparently it's like a bear attack.
Please, no!
Like I'm the,
So I would want to maybe pretend like you guys are both single, see each other at a bar.
Okay.
Do either of y'all have a go-to pickup line that you could use on, if, in real life, what would you use on Rose?
Go-to pickup line.
In Rose vice versa.
How are you doing?
I go full Irish. People love the Irish accent.
What's going on with yourself?
I'd go in with something like that. Because people do love, they say the Irish accent's charming, so I try to bump that up a little.
How did that work, by the way? Was that for you?
I am in.
No. But you're there to make us, smile and think about life every once in a while.
I thought I was very serious in it, so obviously.
No, you were.
Apparently, I saw a different cut of the movie.
Just a kind of comedy monkey. Yeah. The moustache. The biggest moustache you can. And then,
yeah. But those are always the characters people love. Being the comedy monkey is a great gig. If you can show up and make the audience
Do you feel you've been
love
typecast as a comedy monkey?
Well, you go into it. But I mean,
I was
participating in the background.
I had like a couple of days a week over 8 weeks, so it was like heaven. It was really, really nice. I just sort of turn up and go, oh, look at these sets, look at the Domhnall, hey, look, and then jump around with this ridiculous moustache, and then go home and see my kids. Yeah. So it was just lovely.
There's an amazing story that I heard you tell on the Late Late Show with James Corden.
I just sat next to a lady on a plane and I helped her up with her bag, and she said thank you very much, and I thought I had been a gentleman, so I was happy with myself. And then she started looking at a movie on an iPad. It was one of my movies. So I was really happy with myself because I thought she's going to see me now and she's going to say, oh, this actor is also a really nice person who helps old ladies put their bags up. And it was Anna Karenina. And so she watched the first 10 minutes, I wasn't in the first 10 minutes, and then when I came into the movie I was waiting for her to turn to me and say, you are not only a phenomenal actor, but an incredible human being.
And very humble and lovely.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. She pressed the button and looked over at me and said, can you get me back to the home screen? This is terrible. Immediately after my scene.
Domhnall, question for you first. What was more demanding, was it, or harder to do? working in terrain like this or deflecting questions from excitable Star Wars fans?
Sometimes doing both at the same time, you know, because Paul Anderson just wanted to know everything while we were right there.
Tell me.
Yeah, what's going on with Star Wars?
What colour's your lightsaber?
Yeah,
And enormously fun, sounds like.
yeah. Well, Russia.
Yeah.
Fun. I don't know. I don't know about. It was fun when you were like a little bit warm. Like when it kind of got up to -20, you're like, this is good. This is quite good fun.
It's all right. Yeah.
Whew, it's kind of cool. But most of the time, you're just trying to, like, Joe would say something to you, and you'd be nodding, and your beard would have frozen because as you breathe out, all the water settles in your beard, and it just freezes, and it's just white, and it's just ice.
Yeah.
And he says something. He says, maybe, you know, just in the next one, just be like, exactly. Just give me a second. You know, it was all that kind of stuff. So it was difficult to think, but it was good. It was good.
If one wants to research things in the CIA, is it something like easy and accessible or absolutely not?
It depends what you want to know. I was careful with my Google searches. I was like, someone's tracking this.
Google search you back.
Exactly, yeah. That was interesting. But
I would say, gosh, you look like Domhnall Gleeson. Anyone ever tell you that?
yeah, but that's meant to make me feel good.
Okay, good.
Okay. I was like, what's your phone?
So what's it like for the two of you to be the pretty boys in this film? You are the...
Yeah, that Aaron Johnson is an awful looking.
Yeah, I
Jesus
know, what a
Christ, what a piece of work, I know.
So here we are. How does it feel to be part of the most anticipated movie of the year?
Pretty exciting. Really pretty exciting. What do you think?
Are you talking about Goodbye Christopher Robin?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
That one too.
In this movie, you're driven on getting rid of these rabbits, and so I was wondering, in real life, are there any animals, insects that you guys would want to get rid of? Yes, animals or insects. Is there something?
You would want to get rid of?
Yeah, that you
I'm
want
not
to
a
get
fan
rid
of
of.
a rat.
I thought you said
No.
are there any
I don't know
animals
about
in
a
sex
rat.
that you
Oh,
would
in
want
sex?
to
In sex? Oh, no.
In sex, I would have to say.
What
Not to have
kind of
sex.
interview is this?
Generally, I'm
What
not a
kind
big
of
fan of
interview
the
is
animals
this?
in sex thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He had a little bit of rehearsal, and then we were slaving away for 6 weeks learning this incredibly intricate dance, and he came and took 2 days.
Swans in. Sorry, I've been doing an Oliver Stone movie, everybody.
Yeah, gets this amazingly complicated dance, and
all that stuff. Yeah.
Kieran,
Well, cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
Because they have absolutely no, like, they don't benefit the ecosystem at all.
that
They
true?
don't do anything in the,
No one
in
eats
the
them?
whole. No, there's no. They don't have any, and neither do I think others are rats. Look, I'm riffing now, but I'm pretty sure. I'm riffing now. Neither of those, you know what I mean, have any like.
I was also told that cockroaches have a collapsible exoskeleton. That if you stand on a cockroach, you also have to twist, because otherwise it'll pop back up. Yeah, and then right at you.
Yeah, we can get rid of that.
I mean, it was kind of cool that way. Yeah. But it was a shock. I was changing. I was in the doing a costume fitting, and Joe was like, "Oh, have I told you the new idea?"
Yeah.
It's like, no. Yeah. Pants half on. What?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We're setting it in space.
Yeah.
You're on a spaceship on an endless mission. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
What would it look like with a helmet? Yeah.
That's what actors are like. Yeah. Okay. I'm still in it.
I'm still
Yeah,
hired.
okay,
You haven't
good.
cut my. Fantastic. Yeah.
Where do you want me to stand? Yeah. Okay.
your head's too big for the helmet. Thank you.
Yeah. Do I look fine? Okay.
Yeah.
But does it change? I mean,
Donald, same for you.
Before the movies or anything, my cousins Ronan and Aidan had one of the big grey walker things? What are they called? The big grey walker.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever they're called,
Yeah.
right? They had a toy, like a big one of those. And before I'd even seen the movies or knew what the movies were, I just thought this toy was like the coolest, kind of weirdest, scariest thing in their house. That's kind of that's my first memory of it. That's my channel point. That's my channel point.
In Sydney.
In the apartment. I asked them to gas my apartment because there were too many cockroaches in it. And they were like, we just have cockroaches in Sydney.
They
That's what
were
they do here.
flying, massive, disgusting, just fly,
Yeah.
land on you like that.
Trying to watch TV. What the?
Filthy, disgusting exoskeleton on your head.
Peter
Oh.
Rabbit.
So what is it about acting for you all both? Is it doing these other characters that are so different than you, or is it seeking truth? What is it for you?
It's not.
It's a good laugh. Seeking truth.
Seeking truth. There's a whole slew of fantastic kind of descriptions. My favorite is warrior of the soul. No, athlete of the soul.
Oh,
It's a good one.
Isn't that brilliant?
yeah.
Athlete of the
So
soul.
it's basically kids who couldn't play
really-
football. I'm an athlete of the soul.
Of the soul, yeah.
So
So
I may run funny, but I'm an athlete of the soul.
a seeker,
Yeah.
a searcher, a quester. That's
Yeah.
what Oliver Platt called. Anyway, so I think it's just. I mean,
Your turn.
I forget the question. I was just
No,
listening
no.
so much to. Sorry.
She
what was-
uses the force, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know.
Credits rolling, the theme plays, your thoughts as an
Oh,
actor.
I'm hoping I'm not cut from this movie because I've done a lot of press for it.
I had a dream last night. I lost my baby, and that was so awful. I couldn't find him anywhere.
Which one?
The baby, the little
Oh,
bubba.
no.
Yeah, I have a little tiny baby, and that was awful. Yeah.
God, that turned serious.
It did, and now we
Sorry,
have to end the
guys.
interview.
I'm sorry.
Well,
To all the parents out there, try not to lose your.
go see Peter Rabbit.
it's nice to see your kids grow up. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
So I guess you don't have any kids yet?
I got loads of kids. I just don't care for them.
You just don't know where they are?
Yeah. They're scattered around. They're fine. They're fine.
So is
I wish. I've always my idol's always been Jason Bourne, so like going off the grid and surviving on my own is like the most exciting thing I can imagine. But in an urban environment, you know what I mean? Like Waterloo Station vibe more than sort of like freezing cold forest. Yeah. Yeah, in McDonald's.
In camouflage gear.
Yeah. In the red and yellow camouflage, so I just look like part of the furniture.
Dressed like Ronald McDonald. I'd be
Against
grand.
the wall. I just come off, nick a burger. Oh,
he's done it.
He'd just play a kind of eclectic mix of, you know, the Smiths, Mozart,
A lot of techno.
a lot of techno.
But there was a method to the madness. It wasn't just.
Well, it was great because
His
at
favourite
5
music.
o'clock when you want to kill yourself, you know, and everyone's post lunch, you know, he'll throw some music on and everyone will be like, right, okay, you know, it's a real.
You kind of see the person who's putting
Yeah,
the light
yeah.
down, kind of do
Yeah,
a little bit of a thing.
electricians
Yep.
like
Yeah.
I just remember like 10 women standing around him as he told stories and thinking, well, it's not always going to be like this.
How did you get the part? Because I auditioned really, really hard. I had to work very hard to get it, English accent and many auditions and a lot of work, but it was all worth it.
So do you like watching yourself? Are you okay with watching yourself?
Love it.
I'm passionate about watching myself.
Most evenings
I'll record myself.
I'll be watching this just on a loop.
As soon as this, yeah.
Will you send me a link? Hi, me.
I watched.
How am I gonna?
I
Just do another question.
That was
I'm
a
not
very.
gonna. Yeah.
I kind of it was
Took
convoluted.
ages.
It took ages.
Yeah.
But it seems very technical to go and like check your performance each time you shoot.
That's it. No, that's good for me.
No,
let's
that's right.
move on.
It is
That's good for me. What? Yeah.
It was out of focus. I don't care.
Don't get this off. Yeah.
Lunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good because that is just evil at my mind. That he's just not a good man. So that was just fun to do, and it's just very different. I wasn't on set for a long time on Star Wars, whereas on The Revenant we were all there for. I've been saying 7 months, but I don't 4.5 years. But no, was it 7 months?
It was about 7 months. Yeah.
You're not the lead of it. Is it more fun to
I'm not the.
check it out? Well, you were a little bit
I'm
more
not the
actually.
lead.
You're actually.
Am I not the lead?
No, you are the lead. Don't listen to
I haven't seen
Tell
the
me,
thing
buddy.
yet, so.
Don't listen. It's alright.
Yeah, no.
What? Yeah. What?
I'm just trying to process that.
Well, the funny thing is,
No, it's
you
very
actually
funny.
become more the lead as the movie progresses in the third act.
Good. No, good.
Your
Yeah,
character
good,
becomes
good.
much more significant.
For a
Very
second there, I thought
prominent.
maybe I wasn't the lead.
No, it's interesting because the movie that structurally
Yeah,
actually
that.
balances out your character and Lucy's
Yeah.
with Anna and her husband and her lover.
Yeah.
And as you get into the third act, you become really a balancing thing. So it's actually
And by
kind
the
of
end, it's
fascinating.
mostly me, right?
It's all you at the end.
Yeah.
Pretty much you leave the theater talking about you.
That's what I thought.
Kira's face,
Yeah.
forget about it. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
We've
It's a
seen it.
weird
We've
thing,
been
whatever.
there.
Yeah.